I have realised that throughout this entire video I have left my large camera on. I did not make myself small and I feel very stupid because of it. Yeah, unfortunately you're just going to have to roll with it. There's not too much. I'm blocking a sizable chunk of the screen, but like a lot of the UI and stuff is kind of bottom right. I can only apologise for it, and yeah, I'll remember that for the next one. But anyway, enjoy. Hi everyone, I'm AyeforScotland, and today we are continuing with The Roottrees Are Dead. We have been absolutely loving the hell out of this game. Last time we had a slight change to the game, so originally we were like 3 family members, get their images, their job title and their name, and that would secure them. We're now on 4, so the game's getting a bit tougher, but we are narrowing down our suspect field, so we will jump in. Righty, so let's see where we were at. So we've done a pretty good job at mapping out this kind of main family tree so far. We've got Edward Clancy Rootree. We've got a couple of names that are missing from this one, but we've kind of got a lot of this down. We've still not got Chris Rafferty's name, but we do have Louisa Garcia, so I do think that image is right. Maybe we've got the job title wrong. And this is definitely Rafferty, because it was, yeah, Clark Rafferty, Danielle Franks, they split up. Then Jane LaRue, who was the partner of James Rootree. There we go, Diamond LaRue, got you. So I think it must be Chris Rafferty. I don't know if there's another Rafferty actually, we might as well check. Nah, it's only Chris. So we've got his job wrong. And then we've got all of our evidence pieces here. And then we've got, on this side, we're struggling with this branch of the tree. We know Gwendolyn Morden. We know Mark Landon, that's Ilwaz, so yeah, we'll go down here, and then of course last time we also got the Ronald Rootree and Robert Rootree, which were elusive. Gwyn Rootree, we still cannot find who she was married to. It was Wild Bill, but we don't know Wild Bill's real name. That's causing us grief at the moment. And there's a lot of these like kind of married spousal ones that don't even have photos, so we'll jump into the evidence and see where we're at. So this has 5. I kind of want, like, these ones are the tougher ones, so I'm gonna... Raina's Sweet 16. How is there 4 clues to be found here? TMS and Brother Trouble, we've covered that. We know who TMS is. Grandpa was a college professor who taught lectures about history. We've sorted that. Rootree, besides Candy, designing clothes. Grandma Laura, did we put Grandma Laura's name in? I'm sure we did. Yeah, we had. Okay. We must be able to figure out this somehow. So, no evidence here, as in that means we've, like, if the magnifying glass isn't there, then there is nothing else to gain from this. Cool on this side. Then we've got like different pages, none of which are filled in here. We've got no extras. There might be some in the revamp one. Nothing there, nothing there. Nope, 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 nope. Gwyn Rootree. Notable names. Yeah, there's some here maybe. Sam, Clark, names, anger. Nothing there either. Samantha Rootree. No, nothing. Nothing on that. Why is that? Like, there's no magnifying glasses anywhere except the ones I've already covered, which... I'm just thinking, a life between wars. Because she had something about her... Did she have something about her sister in this? Because life between wars... Lauren was pregnant. She was granddaughter of Elias and Gwyneth. Her mother's family was called the Cassells. Yep, that's fine. Complaints. This entry seems to focus specifically on one of Lauren's family members, Gwyn. Okay. Something to complain about. Gwyn, as an only child, complained of loneliness. During the summer when I went to stay with her and Aunt Margot, I hoped she would be the sister I never had, that I'd do the same for her. I even tried to dye my hair blonde to fit in with the two of them. What a mess, but she just complained. To her, I was the lucky cousin. Now she's off living a glamorous life while I'm stuck here with Clark. Must admit, seeing her everywhere contributes to my unhappiness. Her visage stares at me even now from my coffee table as she gets to be in Starlet. That'll be a magazine, won't it? And we've got a new periodic. Oh, we are on. Right, let's go. Starlet. Let's go with Gwyn Roottrees. We're back in the game. Gwyn Roottrees was often in Starlet. Most mentions were around the time of her divorce in 1958 from Wild Bill Williams. Gossip is speculative, full of tabloid stereotypes. Some of it focuses on the fact that when she announced her divorce, she also announced she was pregnant again. So she had two. Which she did have two. Other mention that the rumour is Wild Bill had multiple affairs, which left her heartbroken. Also, an interview from earlier in mid-1957 where she was asked about her last name, she answered, "The power of a name is undeniable. My grandfather constantly preached the importance of family names and honouring them. My father decided to bless me with a famous name. There's nothing wrong with Cornwall, but Roottrees has power. My husband similarly goes by Wild Bill. It's an infamous name he repurposed for himself, because he didn't have the benefit of being born with a famous one. But Wild, combined with the alliteration Williams, is incredibly memorable." Okay. So hang on a minute, that means that she could have taken Cornwall and... we don't have Williams though, fuck. Although we've relocated to Paris, I know your leaders love to keep up with my husband, so consider this a Starlet exclusive about both of us. Wild Bill and I have a child on the way, and we're sticking with Roottrees for the last name, not Williams. But we also plan to lean into alliteration. But that's not his... that's not his name. There is no Williams. Let's look down the name list. Wilkins, Wilson, 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 Wilson. What if I type in Wild Bill Williams here? It's mentioned many times throughout the magazine's lifespan. Stories and gossip about who he'd been seen with in public, blondes mostly, 3 passages. First mentions one of his first roles was under his real name. Fuck you, Walter. Right, Walter Forsyth, there we go. Next up, who we got? Second's an interview, although he doesn't mention her by name, you determine from context he's talking about Gwyn. An apology to all the ladies I'm actually taken. Earlier this year I did a friend a favour. He was directing a war movie and asked me to play a small part. Wouldn't you know it, that son of a bitch cut me from the picture. I'm just ribbing, it wasn't his fault. Apparently the studio didn't want to pay for a star of my calibre. I got the last laugh though. I met someone, she spent most of the film crying. She was playing a soldier's wife, but even through the tears she was incredible. I know I tend to have a reputation, but this one's true love. I only have eyes for her. Ironically, the third is a rumour that this divorce from Gwyn was due to multiple affairs, including one with another actress. An American reader on vacation in Paris claims to have overheard Wild Bill and Gwyn arguing in public while she was holding a baby and visibly pregnant. Not long after, Gwyn announced she was divorcing Wild Bill and also that she was pregnant again, giving this rumour more credibility. Okay, so we've got them mapped, which is great. Ronald Roottrees. I wonder, does the starlet continue maybe? So if I go with Ronald Roottrees, nothing. Okay, might just go back to a search then. Really? Nothing? Typical. Right. Okay, I think it is now time to try and explore this side, because if I can narrow down the names a little bit, we'll be in a better place. So, first of all, back to the evidence board, we have this one that has 5 clues, and this one that also has 5 clues. So, Atlantis' burden. In fact, let's look up the book again, maybe? Nope, that's not the author name, it's the book title. And the person in the tree is Caroline Morden. Okay, in our intro, Caroline talks about influences. She was one of the youngest in her generation, and in her late teens she felt betrayed by her sister Gwendolyn, and cousin Bonnie gave up on dreams to settle for boring men. She especially dislikes her brother-in-law, Dr. Wilson. But who is Dr. Wilson? Will he appear in... I imagine Dr. Wilson will not appear in a search. Oh. Okay. I feel like you would get a million Dr. Wilsons if you type that in today. Dr. Stephen Wilson is a paediatrician, so we know that that is Stephen Wilson, which means the Wilson kids are going to be a thing. We also have some evidence. Paediatrician to the stars. He looks like a dweeb. And Dr. Stephen Wilson's kids. Quote below the picture was credited to Jason. My dad is the best dad in the entire world. Treats every patient with world-class care. He'll treat your children like you would me, my big brother, or my sister. So, okay, we've got Jason. Okay, I think we've basically solved. Holy shit. So, Jason Wilson. Who's the other Wilsons? That'll be Zach Wilson, and that'll be Jem Wilson. And then we've got Boom. We've got Boom. We've got Boom. And we have Boom. And then I'm guessing we're going college student. And I'm guessing he is a child. And I'm guessing... is she a housewife? This picture has a date on it. It seems like it was taken 2 years ago in 1996. Maybe we don't have... I mean, I imagine he'd still be a student. He's graduated, so he'll have another job. Don't know what she's up to. Wonder what he's graduating from. There is no clues from this page that are there. Dad's best dad in the entire world. Treats every patient, blah blah blah. Okay, so imagine he's still a kid, he's graduated. She could be a student, but we don't really know. Can we go with like a Jem Wilson search? I can't imagine that'll turn up anything. Zach Wilson? Nothing. I mean, we could just guess that she's also a student in college, but that doesn't seem right. So what does Zach do? To me... Oh, this still has 1. So I unlocked a whole bunch from that. Which also means that this one here I can unlock 4 from. Maybe if I go down the brother trouble route? Tommy Mark Sheridan. So that was your TMS guy. Time marches onward, maybe? I feel like I've not seen this one yet. Time Marches Onwards, a soap opera, first credited role for Tommy Mark Sheridan, who was only 7 years old, still being credited as Thomas Sheridan. According to your search, the show had been on air for 22 years. Focus on 3 large families that own different ranches in the same town in Texas. TMS appears as Carson in 53 episodes before his character went away to camp. Oh, fuck. A few episodes later, his parents learned of his off-screen death in a terrible whitewater rafting accident. 6-year absence, Carson returns now with partial amnesia. He recalled that even though he was saved from the river, the couple who found him were evil drug runners. They smuggled him across the Mexican border, sold him into child labour. I am guessing this is all red herring shit, but eventually found his way home by following the address his parents had written on the tag of his jacket. Second run, Carson was played by an actor other than Tommy Mark Sheridan. The discrepancy was explained by covering his face in bandages, claiming that his work in the silver mines left him permanently disfigured and caused his voice to sound completely different. After a plastic surgery operation that happened amidst a hostage situation at the local hospital, bandages were removed and the new actor played Carson for an additional 3 years, appearing in over 500 episodes. He was then killed permanently this time while saving his younger sister from drowning in a whitewater rafting incident. Happened at the same river where his initial accident took place. Fascinating as all this is, none of it seems related to the Roottrees. Got me there. So who is Dustin Christopher Baker? I think we've kind of seen him before actually, but Leaving Brother Trouble, appeared in straight to VHS. Jane Eyre. Doesn't seem to be... Yeah, nothing there. Bugger. His website. Are we looking at the website? Yeah, it's been downloaded. The 3 of them look as though the photographer was holding them hostage. I wonder if there's anything to be said about that quote. Nope, there is not. What if we took that and had a look in Starlit or something? Fuck. I don't know if... I don't know how long Starlit went, but maybe Teen Blast? Nope, nothing. Fuck. So I'm guessing... she must have had... So she's modern. I'm guessing this guy becomes Kellogg David III. I do not know who Angelica Morden's kids are. Gwyneth Madsen was a farmer. Hey. Okay, we go again. Still 4 to be found from that. I wonder... We go Teen Blast and we go Lena Roottrees. Is that it? Is that all we get from her? That's rubbish. We get shitloads about that though. Oh no, that's just below it. Penelope. Oh. Okay, so we go with Brother Trouble. Okay, so I'm gonna find out who Penelope is. Brother Trouble. There was a line about him, wasn't there? Nope. Von Roottrees. Nope. There was a thing about the fuck. Productions. Ron and Robbie. Nah, fuck. Okay. Is there anything... There's nothing on Ronald Roottrees at all. That's fucking nonsense. How? Home production company responsible for Brother Trouble. You find a comment on Usenet board. Ron and Robbie Roottrees. So that happens. Robert Roottrees, Ronald Roottrees. So Robert was the menace. Ronald got married. But who to? Are these all ones that haven't been verified? Did I get these wrong? Is this him? And is... Oh, it's really hard to fucking tell, is it? I was going off the sideburns, but... No, I'm not sure. Right, Edward Roottrees had a child with someone. I'm kind of jumping all over the place here, aren't I? I just need more evidence, need more information. I don't know how I'm finding... How am I finding 5 things from this? So, we go... Butler County Times, Stephanie Jones, Stephanie Landon, our mother Caroline, local artist, our mother. So we've got all of those. We've got all of this. Like, how's there 5 bits of information on here? Handwritten note. Carol, I know we don't see eye to eye when it came to the candy company. If you could talk to your girls about putting out statements about Stephanie, she could use the publicity your daughters bring. CM. So CM is Caroline Morden. Now 22 years now with baby on our own due around Christmas. Love is our future. Love is our future? Is that gonna jump out? Nope. Stephanie Jones is a political candidate that has nothing written about her. Butler County Times, the full article. It's a small report. Maybe is it like Brian Jones? Do I follow Brian Jones? Okay, could maybe search Brian Jones here. Many advertisements over the years, as well as a small article from 1985 about Jones Graphic and Print. The article is a piece about Brian Jones taking over his father's print company after 20 years. Seems not to let it go to waste as a marketing opportunity. I've been in and out of that shop my whole life. My father taught me everything there is to know when it comes to getting the job done right and getting it done quick. We've been a printing staple of Butler County for years. Even the Butler County Times uses us for their coupon pages a few times a year. Thanks, by the way. He laughs. Har har har. Still, a new client, one of the regulars, nothing will change. Come on down for the best prices on bulk printing. Search for us online. I designed the website myself. So if we go for Jones Graphic and Print, company that according to its website has existed in Butler County for some time. Website seems fancy, it even has frames. Website lists the address, hours and a few examples of clients. Okay, the Miracle Network, Roottrees Motors, oh interesting. Okay, so Jones Graphic and Print, I'm going to write as a wee note. For all the notes that I've been taking throughout this. There we go, save note. So that'll be a key thing to search. We're gonna first look up the Miracle Network, I think. Witness the testimonies of the miracles, Roottrees. Dear. Okay, Miracle Roottrees Jr. arrived. He unburdened himself from the Roottrees name and took his father's testimony to a whole new level. Yeah, we've kind of seen that. Roottrees Motors. Have we seen that? Okay, so it's Roottrees Motors. Nice. Ad for Roottrees Motors is run every week. Butler County for many years. 3 different unique variations have been added. Roottrees motor ad that ran from 1974 to 1977 advertises that the former name of Roottrees Motors was Wilkins Motors. Wilkins Motors is still the same family business but joined the Roottrees family. Okay. From Humst. I mean, yeah, that's... So who are the Wilkinses? Unless... Oh, that's a Catherine Wilkins. So that puts them here, but I don't know where exactly. Okay, next one. Roottrees Motors, your local family member servicing the Pittsburgh area. They're a local family mechanic. Okay. Tessa Roottrees, our newest fixer. Learned all there is to know about cars from our Roottrees Motors parents. 1996, Tessa Roottrees. and that appeared in 1996. So... Have I already assigned like a married Wilkins somewhere? Who the fuck took... Ah wait, hold on, he's a mechanic. So there's quite possibly a Catherine Wilkins here, and this is Tessa, who's also a mechanic. I'm guessing following the line. Right, where's the weird Jesus miracle fucking nonsense? Right. Medical Roottrees. Medical Junior. Medical Third and his wife Nicole. So who... I just realised we actually have to fill in like these ones. Fuck. Right, Chris Rafferty, we know he's got an email address which I've not copied and I need to find again. There's still 4 to be found there, what the fuck? I'm actually going to go back to the Jones thing just to see how many... Okay, there's one thing we need found on that. Grandpa was a college professor. Okay. His older sister wrote a book. Yep. Took his advice, worked with mum, designing clothing. Okay, fuck. So are these the only ones with evidence still to be collected? There's one thing from her, fuck. I wonder if is there like deduction that we can use here. We still don't know the name of Edward Roottrees, but they will have been a Roottree. Jack, Christina, or November. Great. So we'll have Nansen here. No, she would have taken another name, fuck. Can't believe we don't have any of these right. Chrissy's art project, where's that? This is the weird scramble one, right? Chris Rafferty's cousin's art project. Davey, he swims for Yukon. Bethany's yearbook picture. Is that a K-12 thing rather than a college thing? Still don't know what K-12 means. I'm guessing high school. But we got 4 locked in. Tessa Roottrees, Zach, Jason and Bethany, which is cool. We also got Cornwall Linus, Walter Forsyth, Nicole Smith, Stephen Wilson, David Third Kellogg. We got the images finally correct. Nice, we got shitloads done there. Okay, so we know... We don't know. We don't know who Angelica married. But we do know... Nah, that's 2 Catrolls. There is also a April Quaritch, which sure is a name. Penelope Tessa Green. These are potentially all red herrings because Penelope might be the Penelope from that TMS show thing. But there is a lot of gaps still. And it also didn't secure Catherine Wilkins. Because that's before the 70s. Catherine Wilkins is probably here. Okay, checking notes again. Jones Graphic and Print. We'll grab that. We'll go back to the websites. You can close. Stephanie Jones Campaign, Mailers, Roottrees Candy Company, Butler County Miracle Network, Roottrees Motors, Butler Summer Theatre, Children of Eden? Let's look that up, I guess. Nope. Okay, there's nothing really here, and it just says... Haven't already, you should hit the back button. You should probably search for whoever was performing it. What? I'm surprised that it's given me a direct hint like that. I mean, it makes sense, but... Butler Summer Theatre has been around for 30 years. They perform plays and musicals with a casting crew from in and around Butler County. Hundreds of mentions of their performances, not just in reviews, nearly identical advertisements for their shows. Also tend to take out a full-page ad at the end of every season that says thank you and lists the names of the shows they performed with no additional information. As of this year, however, it mentions they have a website. Okay, let's go for a wee look at that. Butler Summer Theatre performs plays and musicals during the summer. Makes sense. It's not summer currently. Their website is a thank you page. Thank you for making our 1988 season such a success. Stay tuned for announcements and performances in 1999. Website lists the credits of a musical, which seems to be the final show they performed last season. Cast list, none of the names seem relevant. Below the cast it lists the crew. Choreography by November Studios. There is someone called November. November Roottrees. You bandit. November Studios in the Butler County Times. A local dance school by someone who is November Roottrees. Yes, November Studios. Gonna write down my notes. Okay, so I want to take a swing at this, but I don't know. Right, we've done that. Oh, there's so many. Do I even have the photos of them? Like... There is still 4 to come out of Teen Blast. Okay, so we go periodicals, we go Teen Blast. Let's start with Roottrees. Okay, we've got Raina Roottrees, and I'm pretty sure that's the one that has like super, like yeah, that has nothing, which is great. We've got TMS. I don't know why we're so, like, this is so fleshed out. One of the creators of the Brother Trouble Ron married Penelope. Right. I don't think she's any of them. Unless it's her. I don't even know where that photo's from. Oh yeah, next president Guy Hudson. We've got Ernie Jr. Every 20 or so years. This is one's from the 70s. Carl was a teenager. On the back of the photo in childish print writing it says November. Is that November? So in childish print writing that says November. Who would be the youngest? Which doesn't make sense. We don't. So, Penelope Tessa Green. Let's look her up. Where are we? Can maybe look it up in here. Penelope Tessa Green. Mentioned in a few articles. Penelope's character was not really who teenage girls cared about. Yeah, that's fair. She's a retired comedienne. There's a result for the Laugh Lounge, a club in Reno that claims Penelope got her stand-up start, did her famously raunchy breast milk cheese routine in the 80s, before she was a TV star on Brother Trouble. Site claims she retired for the birth of her first child, but still makes yearly appearances for fundraisers, doing more family-friendly material. Find a picture labelled Joke-O-Lantern 1997, as well as a different picture labelled Jack watching one of his mother's charity sets. Okay, so that'll be Jack. And that'll be... cool. So we're going with her. Then we've got Jack, who is the oldest. And then we've got... I'm guessing he is a child. And... who's the other Roottrie? So there's Christina and there's November. I'm guessing Christina then. Is baby a job? Baby is a job. Nice. Now that leaves November to be there. And she was a dancer? No. No. This isn't right. No. Who the fuck is this? I mean, it's nice that we filled that bit out, that's handy. Back to the Miracle Junior show. To find a fucking wife. Clergy watch. Okay, so his mother and father Elias and Gwyneth named him Miracle because they thought him impossible. He was younger than his brothers and sisters by over 14 years. When the birth that late, the final child of his generation was nearly torn apart by countless health problems. With the power of God on his side, he persevered. He unburdened himself with his Roottrees name, so this is Miracle Jr. You think it would be more about him, maybe Clergy Watch. No? I mean, it's all one word. Nope, it just shows you here. Oh, wait, hold on. Exposé revealed as his wife Edith's sister. Okay. Can't believe I missed that one, Jesus. Edith Jacobson. That must be correct. Which gives us here Sam and Stephanie Cattrall, Bonnie Hudson, Christopher Hudson. Oh, okay. So, who... Huh. Where do the Hudsons come in? Because if the photo was like signed like next president Guy Hudson, prick. Next president Guy Hudson and Bonnie husband, where did they fit? Like who's getting the Hudson name? Unless it was... No, because where the fuck's Bonnie coming in? Bonnie's a child in that photo. I am so fucking confused. Right, the only three that are there, this would have had to have been a Hudson thing. So guessing... No, because that doesn't make sense either, fuck. Because it would say if they were like... I mean, he's ginger. She's ginger. That's how that works. Ah, he's also ginger, fuck. Angelica Morden. Who did Angelica Morden marry? Who did Zachariah Morden marry? Who did everyone marry? There's still one left on this. Okay. And there's also one left on this, so what? Let's go for a wee look. Let's go with Butler County Times, Alexis Burden. Cool, we're gonna look up the book again. Sister Gwendolyn, Cousin Bonnie. So, Okay, I'm gonna take a stab here. I think Christopher Hudson's here. I think Guy Hudson is this guy. I reckon she'll no doubt be a fucking housewife, because they're always housewives. Guy Hudson... Guy Hudson didn't become president though, did he? Or maybe he did. Yeah, because we've got 4th and 5th, we don't have a 3rd. There we go. We're getting there, we're getting there. We might be able to do it in this one video. Depends how fast I can bar out the rest. Okay, we got a whole bunch of names secure as well. We've got 45 out of 58 blood relatives. We still don't have Chris. Which makes me think that he's not an artist. We still don't have her either. So she's... I think we've got her name and her picture right, we just don't have her occupation correct. Don't know who that is, possibly November. And she's super young in that photo. There's only one piece of evidence left and it's from that fucking campaign mailer. I'm guessing we're going to be deducing from the rest. Right, he's that guy. We've got Jim Wilson, we've got Chris Rafferty. From right, that has to be November, who is a dancer? Who's this? Hey, where are we? Oh no, that's Stephanie, who's an only child. So, Davy, Bethany, and Stephanie. She's a student. So those two followed by, I mean, I'm guessing it's gotta be her, right? So she's a Cattrall. So that's Stephanie and Sam Cattrall. She is a student. Now, it does say art project, but is it like a school art project? Because if so... Where is that fucking photo? There we are. Where was the Chris Rafferty thing? Fuck. There was like a... It was his email address. Where are we here? And where was the photo that I took earlier? College student Chris Rafferty. He's a fucking college student. Okay. I mean, she's younger than him, so I don't understand why... It's always the high school. Always the high school. But that's another 4, right? November, Chris, Stephanie, and Jem. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, top secret, nice.
To my genealogy genie. If you're reading this, it means you've locked in 49 blood relatives. Congratulations, I knew you could do it. There are 2 more entries on the family tree I'd like you to consider. These last 2 are optional. You can summon me whenever you wish. However, this will end your search and reveal
I mean, we need to get them all, right?
So make sure you're ready.
I'm ready. Oh god, you type that name in. Fuck. To get started, click on Faces in your Evidence tab. I mean, I don't think there's any more to be added, right? Like, I've grabbed them all. There you go. Just checking. Okay, so right now, the annoying thing is I don't know who all these people were married to. Patricia Jones, Clara Lansing, Helen Lennon, Joan Monroe, and April Quaritch. April Quaritch, what a name. Of course. Okay. Miracle Jr. arrived. I mean, there doesn't seem to be anything about his mum anywhere. Women take a back seat in this family, apparently. Legal troubles. Unfortunately, it's a throwaway line in an article about a tour they planned. The 3 Generations of Miracles tour. Fuck. Why does it never say anything about, like, why do they always avoid talking about the women? These last 2 are optional and won't lock in until you say ready. Who's EC? I mean, it's not Edward Clancy. That would make too much sense. Oh, this is a total stab in the dark. Shit. How are we not finding, like, have I not clicked on all the photos? This is the full name list. Grabbed her. Okay. Nope. Nope. I'm devastated. This is gonna have me pulling my hair out because I don't know. Is there any other evidence to find? Like, there's no. Jim and Diamond to their fan club. Is the rest of this deduction? I would like to. I'm not even going to be able to secure the other names because they're not going to be etched. Who's EC? EC is a farmhand. I'm guessing it's him, but. Evidence-wise, the only thing I can think of that would allow me to like speak to this directly is if. So that's Sam. Why Sam had many distant relatives I'd never met. After all, Granny had sisters and Grandad had a brother or two. I was told to trim the branches from the family tree. So why is Sam special? Nothing adds up. Angie summoned all the next gens to a secret meeting in Zach's office. Gwynn's in Paris. The rest of us, including Miracle's boys, spent ages trying to unravel the mystery. I didn't recognise Sam at Uncle Junior's wedding to Patsy last year. At reception, when I asked who Sam was, Pop shushed me and said it was complicated. Clancy swore he saw Sam working alongside the farmhands, EC and John, when he used to drive past the old Anderson farm. Eli, Miracle's youngest, not my brother, chimed in. Apparently when he was riding his mini bike alongside the farm a few weeks ago, Sam gave him some old tools and taught him how to make the bike's engine faster. None of us think that proper for a multitude of reasons, but Eli certainly seemed thrilled. So there must be, yeah, there's the reminiscing on, yeah, there we go, Sam. Did not know our true family tree when I wrote this. I didn't even know Sam was a Rootree. All of my doubts were ill-founded. She's a fine woman. Had she had the chance to grow up with us, Sam might have been the sister figure Gwyn never was. Ernie and the kids are lucky to have her, and our children seem eager to help the family in their own ways. Ernie Jr. has been learning the day-to-day from Zach. It's been a long, long time since any real Rootree was as excited and interested in the actual candy as Ernie. As a bonus, Gwyneth has the green thumb of her mother. Sam's a spitting image of Patsy with her jet black hair and green eyes. She didn't have the thick glasses Patsy did, of course. I guess that skips a generation. Her children have that covered. It's hard to explain the look on Pop's face when they read that the farm's operations would pass to Samantha Rootree for as long as she was willing. I got flashbacks to when Zach was made president. Mother reframed it a bit to calm him down. Sam wouldn't receive any candy money. Pop warned us away from that farm for years. I never met EC in person. Pop once referred to him as a confirmed bachelor. Sam had to grow up in a house with him and his roommate, Mr. Miller. And they were roommates. Is that what this is? Is that what the spouse is? Who is EC? Right. I get the feeling I'm going to be so wrong with this. But there is a chance that there was 6 children. No, that's absolutely silly. Like, I don't know why my immediate thing is like, okay, is EC like Edward Clancy the first that got like replaced somehow? But like, there's not that much of a gap between like those two, right? So like to squeeze another one in, he is there though, and he is in line with it. So wait, hold on. This is Clancy Edward. Is this Edward Clancy? Is this Edward Clancy Roottrees? So there's a Clancy Edward and an Edward Clancy. This is gonna be so silly. I'm gonna get this so wrong. Fuck it, I'm doing it. Edward Clancy. I'm gonna have to write the full name, so it's Roottrees. Edward Clancy, which is fucking insane. And his spouse is his friend? He's a confirmed bachelor, so there's obviously a thing there. And his roommate, Mr. Miller. And was it John Miller? Is John Miller the spouse? Where did I see the name John Miller? It was Sam. Nope. Working alongside the farmhands EC. So John Miller. Yeah, we're gonna lock the fuck in on this, and it might be the funniest, most incorrect thing ever. I have no idea about the names. Like, Quaritch is such a name. Joan Monroe. I kind of want to give it a shot, but I don't know how to narrow them down. Elias C. Roottrees. Anything in the periodicals? Is there anything on Edward Roottrees in the Business Watch? Or just a basic search? Fuck. We don't have additional photographs either, which is really throwing me. Like, where are we getting the other shots from? Because doesn't look like I'm missing evidence. Oh, cool, yeah, sorry, we learned that before. We can sort by that. Right, okay, let's give it a go, right? I'm guessing this is gonna be wrong, and I'll have totally got the wrong end of the stick, but let's do it. Oofed. But first, here's the final optional entries you've found. No! Right, okay, I'm gonna have to do that again. I'll have to do it from scratch.
So, you thought EC was Edward Clancy Roottrees, and his partner was John Miller?
That was voiced, so...
That's exactly what I needed to hear.
I am a god amongst men.
I'm Sam Madsen.
Holy shit.
Though you know me as Samantha Roottrees.
Fuck yeah.
Yep, I got old. The only picture you have of me is from 40 years ago.
I mean, you're wearing pretty much the same clothes.
My book tells the truth about Elias, the 5 pieces, and my parents.
Holy
Not
shit.
my biological parents, Elias Jr. and Patsy. My father's. Edward Clancy Roottrees, and John Miller.
Who got axed. There could have been 6 pieces. They could have made more
By now,
candy.
you've either read Lauren's diaries, or you're just an incredible guesser. Lauren was right. I hated the 5 pieces. She
Nice.
just didn't know my full reasoning. My father, Edward Clancy, was a great man. But his identical twin Clancy and his father, Elias, were not.
Oh, they were twins.
At age 16,
Gotcha.
my father was caught kissing a farmhand.
Nice.
Back then, they wouldn't even acknowledge gay people existed.
Not nice that they got chucked out the family. Nice that I was able to make the connection. There we go.
Same year, I was born. A bastard granddaughter. 2 stains on Elias's perfect family. He decided to fix both. They tried to erase Edward Clancy. They even removed his 5 pieces flavor. His name was a dirty word. He became EC.
I did not put together the ad, but that's clever.
We were sent to the farm, and the 5 pieces did their best to keep the next generation away, to isolate me from family. But Elias couldn't erase us from existence. Laura never realized I was the little girl from her diary. Who could blame me for being so confused that day? Her father was an exact copy of mine, except without the beard. And while the 5 pieces celebrated a new factory, farmhands did the real work.
Classic.
It's a fluke there's a picture of my father at all. But there he is in the background. The 6th 5-piece. Patsy returned, and things got complicated for Elias. She fought for my freedom, from a life she deemed unworthy.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see this. Did I see this? I didn't see this.
Elias relented, so long as I never learned the truth or receive inheritance. They knew I'd help my father. At Elias's will reading, I learned part of the truth. The rest I learned at home. I began to hate the 5 pieces.
Fuck the 5 pieces.
My father made me stay silent. He was worried history would repeat and that his grandchildren would become outcasts. His fears weren't unfounded. As you know, my son Ernie died a few years ago. He had trained to take over as president, but due to family politics, or perhaps
shit!
It went to Guy, a real Roottrees. He nearly ruined the company. When Ernie took over, he saved the operation. Over 13 years, he made the family billions. Ernie earned about $36.
What?
They got by on Debbie's salary, but when he fell ill, he couldn't pay his medical bills.
Shit, yeah.
His death was my tipping point. Originally, my book was meant to expose Elias's hypocrisy. Until I started to look into the other dirty laundry.
Yeah.
Ron tried to have Robbie removed from the trust, but couldn't. Robbie was a blood relative, even out of wedlock.
Interesting.
That sounded familiar. The Clancy Trust that Elias established was designed to secure his family's future. His entire family's future. He couldn't write exceptions in without the whole thing falling apart. My book can definitively prove that Elias was not the paragon of virtue he's heralded as.
So I'm guessing I could have looked up all these things in blue there, and it was telling me like spider search. It's like, okay, I did not go as deep as I thought I did. Daughter and granddaughters are just as much family, at least in the eyes of the trust, as anyone else.
The Clancy Trust will secure their future. They can decide what to do with their shares. But I'm old, and I'm not in it for the money.
Bring it down.
The truth has been eating away
Bring the
my
bastards down.
years. But now, I can set the record straight. Thanks to you. As someone who enjoys searching for the truth, you might understand the power it has. Whitewashing the past to protect the status quo can lead to repercussions in the present and future. So thank you. You knocked it out of the park. With your expert work, the truth will come to light. And when it does, my share of the Clancy Trust is yours. Like I said at the beginning, set for life.
I just did this for the puzzle solving. It's great.
Looking at the family tree on your wall, Now with my father's, everything finally feels complete.
Except a couple of
Roottrees somehow
married
appear from
people.
thin air. This is the last time I'll come knocking.
Oh, I hope more Roottrees exist.
Thanks again, and so long.
Fucking, what was that? Knocked it out of the park? Fuck yeah, Sam Madson's book was published. It received mixed reviews. Yeah. Life went on and a new president took over the company. Which one? The Roottrees family faded from the news cycle. Who's the new president? And then everything changed. Let's fucking go. Yes! Roottrees Mania is now unlocked as a new game. Holy shit, we are totally going to be jumping into that. Not just now. I'm a secret Roottrees. Get your t-shirts now. Nice. I had a great time with that. Folks, we will continue with the Roottrees Mania later on. But yeah, for now, I will see you next time. Catch you in a bit. Bye-bye.